absolutely. When I came back to the States, I lived in Washington Heights in a pretty dirty building, but with drug dealers and gang activity. And it was very depressing, toxic environment for someone like me that was out of school, not by choice, but because I went to St. Mark for a couple of years and came back, I was years behind. So I had no choice but to get my GED. But that left me with a lot of free time to be in the streets. So the only way I saw out of that environment was fitness, was trying to be an athlete. And not being in school, that mean I couldn't be a football or basketball player. It was like, okay, well, maybe powerlifting or bodybuilding, maybe that could be my way out. Now, even to this day, as a powerlifter, you're not making any money, right? So I truly did powerlifting because I loved it, because it made me feel good. It put me out of that environment that I found was going to lead me either dead or hooked on drugs, one or the other. There was no positive outcome to being in the streets that I was at where I was living. So for me, powerlifting was quite literally saving my life because it gave me a positive environment. The people that are in the gym generally have good morals, the discipline, right? They're good people to be around. They're connected, they're hardworking people. So I said, let me put myself in that environment and we'll see what happens. Now, when I picked up the sport, nothing else to me mattered, right? Even though it took me years before I was able to earn $1 from being an athlete through social media, I genuinely was willing to give up my life for the sport because I just had such a blast doing it, right? The results were so addicting and there was nobody that could take away a good lift from me. In powerlifting, either you do the lift or you don't. Bodybuilding, right, people argue there's some politics, you know, and I didn't have, in my opinion, the potential to be Mr. Olympia, right? Nor did I see myself being able to push myself to that extent where I didn't see the potential, but I saw potential of powerlifting. So I was able to 100% dedicate everything I had at the time to being number one, and it worked. You know, fast forward from 17 to I was 21, I got my first all-time world record, and then the floodgates opened with success, right? But had I not been in the gym, right, I mean, there was nothing I saw positive that could come out of my life, right? Because again, I wasn't academically gifted. I had no interest in going to school. I didn't know what to do with myself, right? So it did nothing but positive for me going to the gym, chasing my dream to try and be number one powerlifter in the world. And, you know, I have so much to thank for the community that really enjoyed watching my journey, you know, from my first competition to where I was taking the record. You know, it was just the community that uplifted me, that allowed me to make a living from it, right? Because the sport itself doesn't pay $1, right? Even when I won the world record, I made $1,000, you know? But it was a community that were interested in my journey and supported me throughout the whole way, that allowed me to branch into other businesses and really make a living out of it and save me, because what would I be doing right now had it not been for the community, you know? And had I still been in that environment, you know? So the first thing I did when I saw I was able to take care of myself was take care of my mother, right? I'm raised by a single mother household, right? And my grandmother, my father died at a pitch when I was 2 years old, so I had no father figure. I'm an only child. You know, and the first thing I was able to do when I came into some success was move us out of that environment, right? And now, if there's anything I can give back to the community, that's the most powerful thing you can do, is take your family out of that environment, right? So, thank you all, you know, for watching and supporting me till now. And I'm finally in a position, nearly over a decade later, to open my own gym.
Yeah, congratulations. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Very cool.